Alright guys, welcome to another Let's Watch / Talk, where we check the new trailer from With Gamer Show, and today we have the official trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. Go ahead and check it out together, and we'll talk about it after. Let's go.
Drinks all around. Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta love the one you got.
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, oh, oh,
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw what death was about to do. I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans. This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. Watch out!
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Good luck.
Well guys, there we go. That is the official trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines, and yes, it has come out today. Finally, it's here. And so guys, everybody who's gonna go watch it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about it. But let's talk about the cast, and we'll talk about a few things here of what this means for the series, because honestly, I think the movie, and I've heard the movie's doing really good, so will that spawn a sequel? Would you guys like a sequel, or is this like a good one-off for the series? Because we haven't seen an entry since the 5th one, and that was quite a while back. So we have, of course, the new set of characters here, and this story is very intriguing and also interesting because it predates the events of all the movies, but also it's the reason, apparently it's the reason for all the events that have happened of the past movies. So it's all intertwined / connected in its own way, and we'll get to see that throughout the film of how that happened. And of course, we'll get to see the survivor of the collapse of that building that we got to see from 1968, I think, the tower collapse from way back when. And of course, the bloodline is all connected, the family, if you will. So it's pretty crazy to think about that they survived that long, or I guess death did not come for them, but apparently death did for the other characters from the past films. So let's go ahead and talk about the characters. We have the Caitlin Santa Juana, we have Theo Bryans, we have Richard Harmon, Owen Patrick Joyner, we have Raya Kilstead, Anne Lore, we have Gabrielle Rose, we also have Breck Basinger, and Tony Todd as William Bloodworth, which is the return of Tony Todd's character, which I think, if I'm correct about this, was he in all the Final Destination movies? I haven't rewatched all of them, but I know he was in most of them. Or at least he was in the 5th one. I do remember him Actually, yeah, he might have been in all of them, or if not most of them. So, I mean, that's really cool. We have also Alex Zahara, April Telek, Max Lloyd Jones. We also have Brenna Llewellyn and Yvette Ferguson, okay? So, that makes up the cast, and the one that really stands out for me, of course, is definitely has to be Breck Basinger. I believe she's the one, or the actress, who played Stargirl and CW's Stargirl. So I thought that was pretty cool that they brought her in to this film, which was actually quite a surprise. But another one that surprised me for sure was definitely seeing Richard Harmon, and he was in one of the horror movies, a sequel that I really love, and that is Grave Encounters, and he was in Grave Encounters number 2. And if you guys have not seen Grave Encounters, highly recommend it. Please go watch it. I love it, and it's a great film. So it's underrated for sure. Second one, I would say the first one is better, but the second one does have Richard Harmon in it, and he does a damn of a hell of a job. But now going off of the trailers respectively, I think the kills get shown a little bit too much, but also I think there's some that are misleading in a way, which is cool, but also there's gonna be a lot of ways people will go out, and we'll see what happens at the end of this film. Does it lead to anywhere, or just the fact that could people want a sequel for this, or a sequel for the series? I personally wouldn't mind a sequel. I would love a sequel to Final Destination. Definitely has a a grasp on people's past. Definitely when it comes to scares and real life events that could happen. One of the things that a lot of people talk about when it comes to the Final Destination series is the log truck, or the truck carrying the logs, the wooden logs, okay? That is huge, okay? But, yeah, that's not even including all the different scenes, the different ways the characters go out, and multiple scenes in the franchise with the different movies, right? There's that one, of course. I mean, this one is opening with so many different ones, like the glass with all the ice, like, oh my gosh. But another big one was definitely the roller coaster in the number 3. That was a huge one for people who would go into roller coasters. Like, god damn, they definitely knew how to scare us, right? So mind you, this one will also, I guess, scare, bring a new generation of real life scares, right? For example, the teaser trailer for this that we covered was the piercings, right? There was that, so that kind of like, whoa, kind of like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't pierce this, or people who have piercings. But yeah, that's what they do. That's what they're known for. That's what they've done to a whole generation years ago, and they're back again with the new generation. And it's great. It's great that they're back. I'm happy they're back. It's cool that they're coming in with new sequels for certain movies / old franchises. For example, like a notable one for me was definitely Saw, like Jigsaw coming back after how many years since the last film, and so that was pretty cool with Saw X a couple years ago. Very sad where that's led, or where that's headed, or what happened to it, but it is what it is. But we did get Saw X, and it was a great film in its own right, and it did really good. So this one is a new entry, and will this do really good? I don't know. Will this spawn a sequel? Who knows? But I'm hoping it does, because I feel like there's more story, and they can definitely do more story there with the gap that they have left since the 4th film. If you guys know, you know. But yeah, since that film, there's been quite a big gap, so there's going to be a lot of different ways, or a lot of different characters, other characters, that death could have affected or gone after, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. That's just putting my 2 cents there about that, or my hands up in the air, because I don't know. Though, guys, that is going to be it for this Let's Watch / talk of Final Destination Bloodlines. Looking forward for more trailers, guys, coming up this week. We got a brand new trailer for Superman. That's going to be pretty cool to check out. And there are new horror films coming out this year. And it's not even, we're almost halfway through the year, barely. And it's not even spooky season just yet. So stay tuned for more, guys. But yeah, that's it, guys. Take care. Stay amazing. I'll see y'all with the next one.